Why, oh my God, have you
Today
forsaken
is
me?
Palm Sunday, the beginning of the Holy Week. It's a beautiful feast. And you will hear the long reading of the Passion, but during the blessing of the palms, at the beginning of the celebration, you will hear the passage where Jesus enters into the city of Jerusalem, sitting on a donkey, and with a crowd who is manifesting its joy, singing, Hosanna, Hosanna, O Son of David. This refers to a passage of the prophet Zechariah, one of, I think it's the second to the last book of the Old Testament. Let me read just one verse. Chapter 9 of Zechariah, verse 9. Rejoice, heart and soul, daughter of Zion. Shout with gladness, daughter of Jerusalem. See now, your king comes to you. He is victorious, he is triumphant, humble, and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. A king who takes possession of the city, but sitting on a donkey with a crowd that is enthusiastic. Jesus is entering the last days of his life, is entering into soon his condemnation, his suffering and death on the cross, and being raised again. In the Gospel of John, this is not a bad ending, the death of Jesus. It's the glorification of Jesus, because his Father will raise him from the dead. And this is certainly the greatest week of our liturgical calendar. The Holy Week is celebrated. Can I share with you a personal souvenir of my 5 years in Jerusalem? The most beautiful celebration has always been Palm Sunday. Why? Because on that day, the Palestinian Christians, they come from different villages. The pilgrims coming from Europe, many from Italy actually, and from America even, they join together, and all the religious in Jerusalem, they come together in Bethphage, the village next to Bethany, for the beginning of the long march towards Jerusalem. The bishop of Jerusalem is there, we call him the Latin Patriarch, surrounded by many Franciscans. They are in charge of the holy places, the holy sites in Jerusalem and all throughout the Holy Land. And a crowd, maybe of 5,000 people, gathered there in Bethphage, and they will go towards the holy city of Jerusalem, taking the whole street. And this is a Muslim neighborhood today. So the Muslims are there on the balconies, and every year they rejoice with the Christian, because this is an event in their village all along. So the crowd comes down the Mount of Olives behind Gethsemane, Garden of Olives, and crossing the Kidron Valley up to the Lion's Gate, which is the gate that is closest to the area of the mosques, or formerly the Temple of Jerusalem. And on the right, a beautiful church, St. Anne, property of the missionaries of Africa. And that's where the celebration will end up. But this opening of the Holy Week is so joyful. And I think it's in line with what John wants in his gospel, to show that the passion, death of Jesus is not a bad ending. When Jesus is lifted up on the cross, he is glorified because the Father will rise him from the dead. During this Holy Week, we will live quite differently our celebrations. We will stay home. We might watch the celebrations on TV, on the screen. Pope Francis will celebrate without the crowd, without the faithful there. But in his heart, it will have the same enthusiasm, the same faith that the risen Lord will end up at Easter for our joy and for our life. Let us rejoice with all those who are singing Hosanna, Hosanna, O Son of David, because we are also entering into this Holy Week. Amen.
Why, oh my God, have you forsaken me? Why, oh my God, have you forsaken me? Why, oh my God, have you forsaken me? All who see me deride me. They curl their lips, they toss their heads. He trusted in the Lord. Let him save him. Let him release him, for in him he delights. Oh,